Okay, so this is a quick tutorial on how to use SDR Console to loop a small section of a recording, an IQ recording, in order to pull out a PI code from a MS burst or a short sporadic key burst or similar. So what we have here is a sporadic key opening from last summer, in fact, 2020. It's 29th of May. And you can see here we have Radio 2 on 89.9, which is from Wenvo in South Wales. So what you're about to hear when I unmute it is a burst of foreign language over the top. And we will note the times on which it starts and finishes in order to know what times we need to loop between. So now I shall unmute it and we shall hear the burst. So there it was, quite strong, but not strong enough to enable to pull out a PI code at the time, at any rate. So what we're going to try and do, we're going to note the times, which I have done so already, and we'll put those times into console in order to loop it. So what we need to do is open up Navigator here, and this brings up a diagram of the recording currently being played, and you can see it's there in 1 minute blocks, so we can select 1 minute blocks at will. If you click show time, it brings up some additional menus where you can actually specify the start and stop time on which you want to play the recording. So what we do here now is we click the start and finish times, and I'm just going to populate the start and finish times with the current time of the recording, and then we can go in and fine tune it. So we know that the burst started at 10, 12 and 58, so I shall enter those into the appropriate parts of the dialogue, and 10, 13, 03. So that's the duration of the burst. So now we have those times entered. We now need to make sure that the auto repeat icon is lit here. So we do that, make sure it's lit up, and then we click apply. So now you can see that the recording is looping between those 2 points. What I'm now going to do is unmute it, and then I'm going to jump down an upper frequency just to clear the RDS window and buffers and so on. So here we go. So there's our loop recording just looping away. Let's see if we can eke out a PI code. Oh, there we are. 93 Foxtrot 0, which after looking on FMList turns out to have been what's it called? I can't pronounce it, but it's from Torshavn in the Faeroes Islands. I'm sure someone will be able to pronounce the name when they say it. So there we are. So there's our pair of times, and there's our looped recording. Another feature within Console, by the way, is the database, and if you click on and bring up the log, you'll see that the time and date of the log in the recording of our RDSD code, it records RDSD codes automatically. If we double click on the entry, you can see that it is Fringvarp Foyera in Torshavn. This is downloaded from FMList and imported into into Console, and the RDS log file can then be used to perform a lookup on the database to see if it produces a match, which it did. So when you're finished and you want to reset the recording span to normal, just click reset and it restores the previous times, the start and finish of the recording. So there we are, that's how to loop a recording in SDR Console. I do hope you found this video useful.